There's a huge conspiracy at the heart of Formula 1 and it's the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Is it really 99% show and just 1% sport? Well, Max Verstappen's words have become a focal point for examining the evolving identity of Formula 1. Let's find out the perspectives of various F1 drivers, highlighting their views and the controversy surrounding this spectacle-heavy event. Well, the Las Vegas Grand Prix is the latest jewel in the Formula 1 crown. It's set to dazzle us with its neon lights and heart-pounding speeds. However, maybe a little bit like Las Vegas. Beneath its shiny veneer, stirring up more drama than a reality TV show. Enter Max Verstappen, the outspoken Red Bull champion, who's tossed an absolute grenade of honesty into the conversation. He has dubbed the event 99% show, 1% sporting event, a ratio that make even the most extravagant Vegas magicians blush. Verstappen, known for his unfiltered opinions as much as his driving prowess, views the Grand Prix as a glitzy distraction from the gritty essence of racing. I don't like all the things around it, he declares, probably imagining the circus of lights and fanfare as an unnecessary garnish on his plate of pure racing. His indifference towards the extravaganza is as refreshing as an ice-cold drink in the Nevada desert. While others might be dazzled by the bright lights and the promise of fame, Verstappen stands out like a sore thumb, or more aptly, like a serious athlete in a parade of show ponies. His comments are a stark critique indeed. They cut through the noise and glitter like a precision-engineered Red Bull racing car, reminding everyone that at its heart, Formula 1 is about the thrill of competition, not just a spectacle. As Las Vegas prepares to roll out its red carpets and flash its neon signs, one can't help but wonder if the city's famous slogan, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas," will apply to the Grand Prix's credibility in the eyes of purists like Verstappen. Now, while Max Verstappen might view the Las Vegas Grand Prix as a glorified circus act, Lewis Hamilton of Mercedes brings a more balanced, perhaps diplomatically polished perspective. He's like the cool uncle who appreciates a good magic show while still respecting the art of classic theatre. Acknowledging the electric atmosphere of Las Vegas, Hamilton waxes poetic about the city's dazzling lights and infectious energy. He says it's amazing to be here. It's exciting, such an incredible place, so many lights, a great energy, a great buzz. Hamilton, ever the ambassador of the sport, recognises the Vegas Grand Prix as a different beast altogether. This is one of the most iconic cities there is. It is a big show for sure, he says, acknowledging that while it might not replicate the raw, unadulterated racing vibe of Silverstone, it brings its own unique flavour to the table. It's like comparing a high-stakes poker game to a friendly game of cards at home, both thrilling, but in very different ways. However, Hamilton isn't one to shy away from the elephant in the room. He points out the commercial underpinnings of the event with the acumen of a seasoned businessman. It is a business ultimately. You still see good racing here. His words serve as a gentle reminder that in the end, Formula 1 is a spectacle draped in the fine silk of sport, driven quite literally by the engines of commerce. Fernando Alonso, the seasoned veteran from Aston Martin, steps into the Las Vegas Grand Prix debate with the practical wisdom of a man who's seen it all. His take on the Grand Prix is refreshingly grounded and that explains that sometimes a little razzle-dazzle is necessary. With the investment that has been made and the place we are racing, it deserves a little bit of different treatment and extra show, he says, sounding like he's as much a financier as he is a racer. Alonso's perspective slices through the debate like a hot knife through butter. He gets it. In the neon-lit oasis of Las Vegas, where extravagance is the bread and butter, the Grand Prix isn't just a race, it's a high-stakes poker game with engines and tyres. His statement acknowledges the unique context of the event. It's not just about fast cars and sharp turns, it's about putting on a show worthy of the investment and the iconic setting. Daniel Ricciardo, the affable and ever-smiling Australian driver, brings a refreshingly down-to-earth perspective to the glittering Las Vegas Grand Prix discussion. Unlike his peers who have focused on the spectacle or the commercial aspect, Ricciardo zeroes in on a crucial yet overlooked aspect, the economic exclusivity of the event. He's like the guy at a fancy dinner party who's not afraid to point out that the Emperor, or in this case the Grand Prix, might not be wearing any clothes when it comes to affordability. I heard some entry-level prices and I'm well aware that not everyone can afford those, Ricciardo states, echoing the concerns of many fans who feel like they've been priced out of their beloved sport. It's a sentiment that resonates like the roar of a Formula 1 engine among the sea of fans who've long supported the sport from the living rooms, rather than pricey grandstands. I'd still like general admission to be affordable to everyone, he continues, championing the cause of inclusivity in a sport that's increasingly becoming a playground for the elite. And if you like what I'm doing here on YouTube for free, just one of you, then please make sure you're subscribed and share the videos to help me out. I'd much appreciate it. Ricciardo's pragmatic approach to the situation is refreshing. If there are some crazy packages and people want to spend that, all good, he acknowledges, understanding the business side of things. But then he adds a crucial caveat. Maybe this is another weekend where this is the crowd they want to go after, and that is the business plan. It's a subtle nudge to the powers that be, reminding them that while chasing the high rollers is fine and dandy, there's a risk of alienating the core fan base that has fueled the sports for decades, fans like you and me. The Las Vegas Grand Prix's opening ceremony was nothing short of a Hollywood blockbuster, with all the glitz and glamour one would expect from a city synonymous with spectacle. However, this razzle-dazzle extravaganza raises a pivotal question. Is the essence of Formula 1 racing getting lost in the smoke and mirrors of entertainment? Max Verstappen, the straight-shooting Red Bull ace, certainly seems to think so. For me, you can skip all these kind of things. It's just standing up there looking like a clown, he states, painting a vivid picture of his disdain for the theatrics. It's like he's the only person at a masquerade ball who's refused to wear a mask. His discomfort is palpable as he continues, I don't like all the things around it anyway, it's not in my interest. Verstappen's words strike at the heart of a growing tension within Formula 1, the balance between sport and spectacle. Verstappen's stance is definitely a bold one. They're still going to make money whether I like it or not, but I'm also not going to fake it, he declares, emphasising his commitment to authenticity over conformity. Max Verstappen's unabashed critique extends beyond the fanfare surrounding the Las Vegas Grand Prix to the heart of the matter, the track itself. His description of the track is not very interesting. It isn't just a throwaway comment, it's a scathing review from one of the sport's top performers. Verstappen, known for his razor-sharp focus and a no-nonsense approach to racing, lays bare a fundamental disconnect between the spectacle of new Grand Prix locations and the technical rigour of traditional circuits. Max Verstappen's critique of the Las Vegas Grand Prix didn't end with the track design or the event glitzy veneer. He took aim at another aspect that's just as critical to the drivers, but often overlooked by fans and organisers: the race's unusual scheduling. The decision to start the race late at night, a move presumably made to cater to the city's nocturnal nature, and global TV audiences drew a candid response from Verstappen. It is very tiring also at the end of the season that we have to do this. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. So, what do we make of the Las Vegas Grand Prix? Is it a necessary evolution of the sport in a commercially driven world, or a step away from the essence of racing? The drivers' varied perspectives offer us a glimpse into this complex issue. Through the varied perspectives of Verstappen, Hamilton, Alonso and Ricciardo, the event emerges as a symbol of the tension between Formula 1 sporting heritage and its evolution into an entertainment-centric enterprise. The drivers' comments reflect a broader discussion about the balance between maintaining the sport's competitive integrity and embracing its potential as a global spectacle. The Las Vegas Grand Prix is not just a race, but a representation of the ongoing transformation of Formula 1, where the allure of commercial success and entertainment value challenges the traditional values of racing. The conflict between racing commitments and commercial obligations has never been more pronounced. What's your take on the Las Vegas F1 saga? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for notifications. I'll see you next time, including my live stream watch along of the Las Vegas Grand Prix.